Wrestling is this big metaphor for life. It's tough and it's real. There's not a lot of things out there like that.
At its core, wrestling has but one mandate: get up. Off the mat, off the bottom, off your back. To lie down is to lose. It's about strength. It's about will. And it's about where those things often come from. Your family. With their help, you get up. For the O'Donnell family, a wrestling meet is just another family reunion. That's why, as TJ wrestled at the World Police and Fire Games in New York City last fall, his father Todd was there to support him.
All right, TJ, tough now. Suck it up, suck it up.
Just like he always was, for everyone. His sons, his daughters, his grandchildren.
He was always just there, he was always present, and win, lose, or draw, he was gonna be there after the match.
Tod O'Donnell never wrestled himself.
Nice job, TJ, that away.
But nobody at his son's matches could ever tell.
There you go, Timmy, get around, come on, go.
They would just assume he wrestled. They would just assume a wrestling family, and my dad wrestled, so I wrestled, just because he'd be there every meet, every match.
Nothing, TJ, tough.
You'd see the video camera shaking all over the place, and Todd, you can hear Todd yelling.
Go, go, go!
He was very supportive.
Growing up in working-class Lowell, Massachusetts, TJ first, then Tim, often relied on desire more than talent. TJ would wrestle his way through college.
Way to go, Chase!
Tim would be a state champion in high school
There you go, Timmy.
and become a two-time academic All-American at Springfield. On the mat, both were bound by a single motto, two words their father lived by: no quit.
It was like this little inner voice, There's no quit in you. You're gonna do this. Win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna stop.
Work him, Timmy. Give him a good crossface. Nice job.
That whole no-quit mentality just comes from him, and him bringing our family up. It's something that he's passed on to us just by showing it.
After college, TJ helped open a wrestling gym in Lowell, became a police detective, and continued to compete on the mat. That love of competition is what brought the O'Donnells together a year ago in New York City, a day that would mean more than any of them knew.
It was a great day. I was filming and my dad was coaching and watching my brother wrestle an amazing tournament. He made it all the way to the finals.
So we're screaming like, go TJ. And Todd, you can hear him in the thing, don't quit, no quit, you can do it, you've got him.
In his weight class, TJ won a world title and a gold medal. The next morning, back at Todd's home, everything changed.
Tim, it's Mom. I don't want to upset you, but Dad's in the emergency room. They don't quite know what's wrong with him. He's conscious. He passed out this morning on the floor or something. But you might want to come. Tim, don't freak out, okay? He's probably going to be fine, but I do want you to know.
Early that morning, Todd fell and hit his head on the base of the bed. He lost consciousness and was rushed to the hospital and then into surgery.
I just, I had a feeling that my dad was gonna die that day. I just, I had that feeling in my stomach, I had that horrible thought, and I knew it wasn't good. He was having brain surgery.
My fear is this doctor's gonna walk in, as he did, and he's quiet. And my fear is he's gonna say, I'm sorry, we've lost your father.
Todd had suffered bleeding on the brain, To relieve the pressure and swelling after surgery, he was placed in a coma, and then the family began the anxious wait for Todd to awaken. Perhaps not knowing what else to do, Tim began to film the waiting.
With brain injuries, you don't know what the outcome's going to be until he wakes up.
Your eye looks good. It's not swollen at all.
No one really understood what a brain injury really meant. You know, it's not like a broken arm where it's just going to heal up.
You know, at that point, we're kind of back on like, all right, we'll wait for him to wake up. You know, might be a day and a half, but our spirits were up.
But as the week went on, uncertainty grew.
At this point, he wasn't heavily sedated. That's not why he was asleep. He was completely in a coma. So I think on day 3 is when him waking up turned into an if rather than a when.
It's as real gets.
Looking for a way to connect with Todd, TJ placed the gold medal he'd won days before in his father's hand.
Not that I didn't think my father was going to get a miracle, but at the same token, taking a step back, you know, you have an entire ICU filled with all these people. You know, everyone's on life support. Everyone's dying. Is everyone going to get a miracle in here? No. Come on, Dad, open your eyes.
Toddy, open your eyes for your kids. Open your eyes. The kids want to see your eyes open. You can do it, Toddy.
With time, the family began to prepare itself for the worst.
I think it might have been around day 6, and I just gave him to God. I held his hand, you know, I prayed with him, and I told him. I got right in his ear, and I told him, I said, you can let go.
You know, I was fearful that it could be the last time I hold his hand.
And then, after a week of waiting, hope.
You want to open your eyes, Todd? Yeah, hey, Dad. Hey, Todd. So good to see you.
His eyes just slowly opened. We could see him looking up at us. I mean, we had waited 8 days, doesn't sound like much, but it felt like we waited a year just to see his eyes.
Right here, Toddy. Toddy.
You're in the hospital. Doctors are taking great care of you. All of a sudden, hope started to rally a little bit. You know, it's what we needed, and it was enough for us to know that he was still there and that he's hanging on and there was a chance.
For all the blessing of Todd's awakening, there was also a hard truth. He was partially paralyzed, unable to breathe on his own, unable to talk. His cognitive function, a mystery. To recover, to regain even the most basic function and independence, would be the greatest struggle of his life. To support him, to encourage him, to help him. At his bedside, TJ used the motto his father taught him.
I held his hand, I got right up to his face, and I said, hey, don't, you know, you're an O'Donnell. We don't quit.
You ready? No quit, right? Say it. Say it louder.
My dad would just say it right back to him. No quit.
No quit.
No quit.
No quit.
No quit.
No quit. That was the motto that we had moved forward with. I kept telling him in the wrestling and in life, no quit. You always keep moving forward, never move back.
After 25 days in the ICU, Todd was transferred to a long-term care facility in Cambridge, Massachusetts. In a room plastered with family photos and posters to help him remember and to reinforce his mission, Todd began to make progress. For the first time, he sat up.
You ready? Let's do it again, okay?
A few days later,
You can do it, Dad.
he stood.
Keep standing up. Head up high. Chin up. Good.
I can remember the first time seeing him stand up, and it was like, you know, I forgot how tall you were.
This is the first time you've stood.
I can't believe I'm still alive. You know, eventually, I'll get back.
Seeing him walk, I liken it to watching my daughter walk for the first time. You know, it was awesome.
You know, I just started thinking about my dad videotaping me and my brother. That's it, Timmy. Keep it up. And cheering us on. Here we are. My dad's relearning how to walk again, and we're here cheering him on. I'm good, Toddy. Over here, Dad.
Nice, very good.
Keep going, keep going, keep coming, keep coming.
Still weak, still unable to eat or drink on his own, unable to fill vast holes in his memory. There were still certain faces that were indelible for Toddy, like his granddaughter, Molly's, who visited him for the first time since his accident.
Give him a squeeze, give him a squeeze.
Toddy.
Give him a little squeeze, Mom.
She gave me the strength to move forward, and I remember that. That was a very hard, yet a very real moment in my life.
See how happy you are, Toddy?
Say hello to Toddy.
You look back on something like that, and that's the meaning of no quit.
We were kind of broken, you know, our spirits, our family, everything that had taken place. This was kind of like a mending moment, a situation where you just kind of felt, you know, we're back.
Hey, it's a happy day, Doug. We're getting out of here, bud.
After another 4 weeks of recovery in a rehab facility in Boston, 65 days after his fall, Tod got medical clearance to leave the hospital to return to his life. The life and the man are different. Tod is still unable to work, unable to drive. His days are slower and at times his mind more deliberate.
Oh, TJ looks like me.
I know that it's me, but about 30% of my mind, I feel like it's someone else, someone I don't know. I break down at certain moments, and you got to go with it because you can't stop it and you can't be embarrassed by it. You just got to let it go.
His smile is different. It's almost childlike. It's back to that pure joy. It's something that as you get older, you lose. And he's regained somehow that excitement for life.
A full calendar year after his fall, after learning to walk again, talk again, live again, Tod O'Donnell was back where he belonged.
So once you go out there, don't back up. All your moves, set it up, go. If the guys are bigger than you are, stay low. So keep going good. Don't back up. No quit. You understand me? No quit.
I wanted to honor his fight. I wanted to honor all that he had been through. I wanted to get him back, you know, number one, and then number two, you know, I wanted to win for him.
Entering his first competition since Tod's accident, after a year spent helping his father recover, TJ reached the tournament finals.
Good job, good job. Stay right there. Nice job, nice job.
So much had changed, but much was the same.
Good win.
Off the mat, off the bottom, off your back. For his family, with his family, Tod O'Donnell got up. No quit.
This one's yours, buddy. All right?
Yeah.
Good job. Way to fight, right? No quit.
No quit.
Right?
I was on death's door, and the only way I feel it that I did survive is there was some life in me to live yet. At the end of the day, you look back, and if you've done all you can do, then you're a success.